One of the things that I like the most about making these YouTube videos is interacting with you in the comment section, because sometimes I miss important details or don't remember a storyline from an earlier season, and you're there to remind me. That is what this follow-up video is about. I didn't know who the voice on Gail Vella's recording could be, and I didn't remember the nature of Ted Hastings and Stephanie Corbett's relationship, but we have some answers thanks to the comment section. We'll start with Gail Vella's partial recording, which features a man saying, quote, "There's some people you can't challenge," end quote. After going back and rewatching a part of season 4, it is 100% clear that the voice on Vella's recording belongs to Jimmy Lakewell, who was a corrupt solicitor that was blackmailed to work for the organized crime group. In Season 4, AC-12 was investigating Rose Huntley, who tampered with evidence to nail a suspect in a murder and kidnapping case. A forensic coordinator named Tim was on to Rose, so she confronted him, and a physical altercation led to Rose getting knocked out. Tim thought Rose was dead and he tried to get rid of her body, but Rose woke up and killed Tim instead because he was about to chop her up. Later in the season, when Steve Arnett wanted to talk to Rose's husband, Nick Huntley, a balaclava man pushed Steve down the stairs, and that understandably made AC-12 suspicious of Nick. When AC-12 interviewed Nick, Jimmy Lakewell was present because he was Nick's friend. It later came out that Nick called Jimmy when Steve wanted to talk to Nick because Nick was worried he had something to hide. After receiving this phone call, Jimmy called Assistant Chief Constable Derek Hilton's burner phone, and Hilton in turn called another burner phone. That third burner phone was tracked to the location of Steve's fall. Rose was able to put all of this information together because she was friends with Derek Hilton back at the academy, and Hilton gave Rose his personal phone number as she was being investigated by AC-12. That was a mistake because that's how Rose connected the dots and found out about Jimmy's involvement. So, to summarize, Jimmy learned about Steve approaching Nick. Jimmy then called Hilton, who alerted the organized crime group. One of the balaclava men tracked down Steve and pushed him down the stairs. After all of this is revealed, Jimmy says Hilton is not the top dog. Steve wants to know who it is. He offers immunity to Jimmy, and Jimmy goes, quote, "There are some people there's no immunity from," end quote. That's very similar to what Jimmy says on Gail Vella's recording, quote, "There's some people you can't challenge," end quote. Well then, what does all of this tell us about Gail Vella's murder? It is pretty clear that Vella uncovered some new information about the organized crime group when she interviewed Jimmy and possibly some other former organized crime group operatives. That's why they put out a hit on her and cleaned all of her electronic devices. I also believe that the mention of Chief Constable Philip Osborne in Season 6 Episode 2 wasn't a coincidence. Because he's back in the fold now, I wouldn't be surprised if he was the fourth H and Vella found out that he was bent and that's why she was killed. Moving on to our second subject, Stephanie Corbett met with Ted Hastings in the last episode and she said it was about HMRC. In my episode 2 breakdown video, I couldn't remember what this was about between Ted and Steph, but let's go back to Season 5 and jog our memories. Hastings lost his life savings on a commercial property development called the Kettlebell Complex, and he was having financial difficulties. Then, a new company took over the project, and an investment manager by the name of Mark Moffat approached Hastings to tell him about it. Moffat claimed that Hastings could recoup his losses if he doubled down with a loan scheme and invested again. The organized crime group were trying to frame Hastings at this point, so they gave Moffat an envelope containing £100,000. Moffat said this was just paperwork, and Hastings took the envelope and put it in his hotel room. Moffat was later arrested, and so was another organized crime group member, Gail Bigelow. They revealed the organized crime group's plot to incriminate Hastings by giving him $100K in cash. But a search of Hastings' room revealed that he only had £50,000. So where's the other $50,000? At the end of season 5, Hastings approached Stephanie Corbett with a brown package and presumably gave the other $50K to her. That's how she was able to keep her house and buy the new fancy TV Steve mentioned in the last episode. And it's also why HM Revenue and Customs is interested in STEPH. By the way, Hastings helped STEPH because he was close to John Corbett's mother back in Northern Ireland. So Hastings wanted to make sure that his friend's son's children were taken care of. Steve has already taken an interest in this matter, and I'm afraid he's not gonna let it go and he'll learn the truth. I'm wondering if Steve will try to protect Hastings at that point because Hastings did the right thing by helping STEPH even though it was an illegal action. I mean, I hope so, but we know how much of a hard ass Steve is. He's a stickler for the rules and that's why we love him. So it'll be intriguing to watch if this turns into a full-on conflict between Steve and Hastings. Last but not least, I speculated in my episode 2 breakdown that Joe and Ryan weren't aware that the other one was bent, but after reading some of your comments, I agree that the usage of the word rat when talking about Farida Jatri suggests that Joe and Ryan know about each other. Police officers don't really refer to bent coppers as rats, so I agree that Joe was talking to Ryan as a fellow organized crime group operative when she used that word. But that's about it for today's video. I'll be publishing another one on either Friday or Saturday about Ryan Pilkington. For now, leave your comments down below, like this video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe for more movie reviews and TV show breakdowns. That's it for now, take care and see you in the next video.